Hello everyone and welcome back to another house video. This is the Atour house and oh my god, what a long video this is. So first off, if you think this video is too long, you can skip ahead. It's not like I'm saying anything remotely important at this part, but if you like me doing these long videos where I show the whole house being built instead of like having a two-part house building video, then let me know down in the comment section below. So yeah, let's just jump right into it. This house is huge. It's probably the biggest house I have ever made besides the Croft Manor. My very first video on this channel, so be sure to check that out. There is no commentary on that. It's a really bad made video showing off the Croft Manor that I built in The Sims 3. So yeah, but a little something to know about this house. It is a huge family house. There is a space for let me see. There are two girls' rooms, there are two boys' rooms, and there are the parents' room. So yeah, a very big family indeed can live in this house. So, and I came to a point where, you know, it was like, what am I gonna fill in this house? What should I fill it with? Because, you know, it is a base game and there are only so much stuff to fill in into the house without making it look so much alike. But I really think I pulled it off in the end and made a house that was different in styles in all the rooms and kind of kept to the overall style of the whole house. So yeah, and I'm just building the kind of layout here of the house, and I just have to say I hated this. I really hated it because the things I had drawn down on my tablet in the grid I had on there did not for some reason match up with the things that I tried to make in The Sims 4. So you will see me kind of fiddling around here trying to figure out what exactly went wrong, and I do move walls around quite a bit, but in the end it worked out. It's not exactly some places it's not exactly what I had made for a blueprint, but it works really well and I'm really happy about the results of it. So yeah, keep that in mind. But then again, I just want to say, huge house, really enormous house. And so if you are into like the more big houses, this is probably gonna be a house for you. And I wanted to build this house with a lot of round walls, you know, and there was in my sketch I had a lot of round walls all around the house, and kind of the wall going all the way down to the ground, but that didn't work for me either, and it didn't look that good in the game. So I decided to kind of make them these half round walls, and then it was better, I think. So yeah, a lot of rooms in this house, a very big room, and there is a lot of different rooms. There is a teenage girl's room, a little girl's room, you know, with toys and stuff like that, a teenage boy's room, a little boy's room. There are 3 bathrooms in this house, I believe. 3 bathrooms in this house, yeah. The master bedroom for the adults with, you know, a big closet and a little living room area for them too, to kind of escape from their children. So yeah, and there are two huge living rooms in this house too, and a kind of computer area for the kids to kind of, play around in. And as you can see there, I finally figured out how to scale up stuff. Oh my god, I've been looking for this forever. So I actually contacted EA to figure out how in the hell I could scale up things, because I have a Nordic keyboard, and the keys that you would normally use for scaling up things do not exist on my keyboard. So, I was like, how do I do this? And I contacted EA, and they said that, you have to use this key, but you have to press it alongside with this key, and then it should work. And it did, so very happy about that, because I couldn't find any posts on it on the internet or something, so I decided to just contact EA instead of just waiting around for it to kind of be figured out. So yeah, really good stuff. As you can see here, this house is enormous, and I'm actually building in the street where I have two of my other houses. The Auvbri house is here, and the Basic Bricks house is also on this street. So I'm kind of trying to, fill in this street with my houses and have different families that I have created move into them. So yeah, and some of these roofs will be removed completely, because I didn't like how they looked. Again, it was different from my sketch to how the game actually made it look, so it will change quite a bit, some of the roofs, and some roofs may not be there at all, so keep that in mind when downloading this house. But remember, you can download this house off the gallery. Just search Auvbri, and you should be able to find me. I would leave a link down in the description below, but for some reason that doesn't work either. When I try to go into the official gallery website, it just redirects me to Origin, and then I'm kind of stuck there, so have to figure out how that works. I don't know if it's a bug from EA or something wrong with the website, but just gonna have to wait around and see if it gets fixed. Otherwise, I will have to contact EA again, so just waiting around for this. So this house does have a lot of different colors. Outside, I do believe I used this brick to kind of paint the fake columns outside, and then I used this kind of grayish color to fill in the rest of it, and some of the gray will turn another color. I can't actually remember what color it is. It's maybe a red brownish for the most of the bottom of the house here. So yeah, there it goes. But yeah, really happy about how that looked, because it's not something I do that often, and it really worked for me, because if you don't like it, you could just change it. It's your house to do with as you please once you download it. So who am I to tell you what to do? This house does have a library too, and a huge kitchen, enormous kitchen and dining area in one, because it is a enormous family house. So I thought, what, we have a lot of rooms to fill and a lot of mouth to feed, so let's just put stuff in there that wouldn't normally be in a house. So, and just fiddling around with the different windows here, I couldn't actually decide on what windows I wanted to have in this house. So there are some different windows in this house, but in the end really think it works well with these different kind of windows. So yeah, but kind of keeping in the kind of brownish tone for the outside windows. And those windows there, they couldn't actually become brown, so I just decided to have these what are they called in English? Brownish wind thingies. I do know they protect the wind, so yeah. But this is a long house video, and I do apologize for it, but if you don't want to watch it, you can just skip ahead and stuff like that, but I actually did get a message on my YouTube account asking for this long video, so I figured, you know what, let's just try it, and if it's something you guys don't like, then I won't do it again, but if you do, then maybe I could have a long video once in a while, but the thing with making these long videos, they take forever to make. I mean, really, just exporting the video took nearly a day because it's so long, and all the different audio elements and clips put together, and the clips are, the clips are speeded up fairly much, so it did take a very long time to export the video, but it is worth it if it is something you guys want. So yeah, as you can see here, we're moved into the house, and I really wanted this huge staircase in the front entrance because I love that. At my house, I would probably have a huge staircase like that if I ever got that rich to live in a place like this. But yeah, loved it, and just trying to figure out where to put the second staircase. I wanted to kind of make it, in a Y shape, but that didn't work because the upstairs room was too short for it, so yeah, too bad about that. But this large room you see on the second floor will be a living room area, and the little room off to the side there in the kind of in there is gonna be the library, because yeah, this house has a library, and I figured, this family is probably gonna have kids that gonna study a lot, so let's have a library and just fill up the rooms. And the upstairs is the kind of is the place where the boys have their room and the parents have their room, and the downstairs is where the girls are gonna have their room. So yeah. And you will see a bug here. I don't know what this was, why it did this, but when you kind of zoom away, you can see there's this kind of bug where the windows kind of disappear, and it did that even though I tried to save the game, or zoom in at it. I don't know what it was, so I just decided not to have windows there altogether because, it didn't look good at all, so compensated on that with having these huge windows in the back of it. And that upstairs room is gonna be an activities room filled with activities for the children and the parents alike. So yeah, but just finishing up kind of decorating the outside of the house here, and I figured out something new. These kind of panels you can put on the roof, you can actually put on the wall too, so I kind of made that work for me really well, so that's cool. And just finding some huge open arches here, I kind of like that idea of having two walls with arches in them and just filling stuff in between them. And the room in there with all the uh, arches there are gonna be the kitchen dining room area. And I did that because I didn't want to have like a huge open space connecting to the living room at the downstairs, but I didn't really either want it to be like cut off. So this is kind of a thing in between, I think, where it's not really cut off, but it's not really closed in either. So yeah, and we will start furnishing in a bit. Just putting in the different wallpapers here, and I chose to kind of go with this really nice black, dark brown for the inside of the house, and I think it works fairly well, and also to kind of match the outside of the house, which has some of these dark tones with the ground floor wallpaper. So yeah, changing the wallpaper in here, but the wallpaper in the library is gonna stay the same because I thought it fit the vibe of the library really well. So yeah, kept that, and just coloring in the different kind of rooms wallpapers here. Now all the rooms do have the same wallpaper because I didn't really want to change it up too much, I didn't really want to, because if you wanted to make it a room for something else, you could do that, and that's why I chose this kind of gender neutral wallpaper for all the rooms. So you would have the ability or choice to kind of choose for yourself. But yeah, jumping into the kitchen here, and this kitchen is gonna be a very bright kitchen, a very big, large kitchen, because I wanted the kitchen to be bright to kind of be in contrast to the dark woods, and I tried to make like a counter thing here. It didn't really work for me at first, but in the end I did change it up, so it works for me, and I really think it looks fairly good. So that's how it's gonna be. It kind of looks like I don't know, maybe a bee or something like that. But it was a place to put some extra seating areas. So yeah, and there is two refrigerators in this kitchen as well, because large families, it's a very large house for a large family. So two fridges and two stovetop oven thingies to kind of because I imagine a lot of food would be made in this house when you have such a large family to take care of, and some cabinets with different kind of plates as well, because lots of plates are gonna be used as well. So yeah, and just starting to fit in some different things that would normally go in a kitchen. I had a hard time picking what kind of lamps I wanted in this house, because there aren't that many lamps that oh, excuse me, there aren't that many lamps that go with the kind of dark wood motif. So I will be changing up the lamps. Sometimes you will see me change them because I just didn't like how they looked. So yeah, I really can't wait for the next expansion and the upcoming, free, what do you call it, update for The Sims 4, where you get new careers and stuff like that, would be great too. So looking really forward to that. But overall, really looking forward to Um, excuse me. Looking forward to the next expansion pack in The Sims 4, so we can get some more stuff and some more gameplay. So yeah, and again, you can see here the connected dining room area with the kitchen, because why not? And I do put a lot of childish paintings on the walls in this house, because I figured these parents are loving parents, and they are gonna wanna show off what their kids make for them. So that's why I did that. And I actually think it works kind of well, having all these childish paintings all around the house. So really happy about that, and choosing a rock in here. Something I noticed: not all rocks are gonna scale up when you choose to do that. I don't know if it is some kind of a bug, or if it's, I don't know, some rocks scale up and some just don't. I don't know what it is, but I really hope EA looks into that. So yeah, and moving in here to the kind of little place with the girls' rooms. This little space I made like a little music living room area, where the girls could maybe hang out, chill with some music. I don't know. Just trying to fill it out here. So, and again, scaling up things, because now I can do that, and I love that. But yeah, just a little music hub area, place where the girls could maybe sit and listen to music together. I don't know. And this room is gonna be for the little girl's room. Now these rooms for the little girl and the little boy are like very childish rooms, because I do believe that children should have their childhood as long as they possibly can. So that's why I did that, and I actually really happy about how it turned out, this room. So yeah, but while I waited for this house building video to export, I had a little time playing the Walking Dead Season 1 and 2 on the PlayStation 4, and I just have to say, oh my god, what a fantastic game, what a story. In the end of the Walking Dead Season 1, now this is not gonna be any spoilers, but I actually cried a little bit. It made my eyes get a little bit of tears in them, and it was just so emotional, and not many games have made me feel that way. Tomb Raider did when it launched, and The Last of Us did too. Some of the elements in The Last of Us. So it was just so weird and such a good game, because it's not like a real game. It's more like a interactive movie, but it worked so well, and highly recommending that to anyone who loved The Walking Dead, the series, or just want a great story out of a game. Highly recommended it. But yeah, just finished the teenage girls room there. I didn't make it pink. I kind of went for this green color, because not all girls love pink, and I thought the green worked really well. So yeah, and the girls kind of bathroom here didn't really put much into the bathroom. There's just the essential things that they actually need. So, and kind of make it a little bit girly with different kind of flowers in there. And we will be making a little living room area space here. Now this living room in the downstairs is not it's not like the best living room. I have made, and it was just to kind of fill in the space, because I thought maybe one child wanted to see one show and another child wanted to see another show. So I decided to make 2 different living room areas. So that's what I did. But didn't really put much in there, and it's weird that they have not got any like gaming consoles for the televisions or stuff like that, but I guess that will come in a future expansion or stuff pack. But yeah, and just throughout this house you will also see a lot of like spaces like this with chairs and lamps, paintings, bookcases, stuff like that. Should just kind of fill out these spaces with something instead of just having them look so empty. So, and just working on the front entrance here. Love how this turned out too. So yeah, and just again the lamps in this game, there aren't really that many lamps I like here in The Sims 4. So really looking forward to a future stuff pack or expansion pack to get some more lamps and furniture. But yeah, I made my own little take on a library in here. I kind of, and this at this moment I really wished I had the move objects cheat so I could make it look really good, but I made it work and kind of tried to put these bookcases as close together as I could. And the reason that I chose these bookcases because those were the ones that could actually go closest together without making it look having these kind of overlap glitches thingies. So that's why I chose them, and I actually think it works really well. So yeah, and just putting in some reading chairs and sofas in here, because don't want to get too far away from the library with those books. And moving upstairs here, and this is at the upstairs here we have the 2 boys' rooms and the master bedroom with bathroom and closet, stuff like that. So the corner here will be the upstairs living room, and this living room is actually my favorite in this house. I think it looks really good. I tried to make it really modern, but still try to make it fit into the house vibe. So yeah, and I will be deleting one of those couches eventually, but having a huge TV over here because why not? I can do that now. But yeah, overall really happy about how this living room turned out, and as I said in my previous videos, I love those big rocks with all the different kind of color schemes, and if I could have them in my house I would probably have it. So there you have that. And as you probably saw, I put in some excuse me, I put in some cars because I thought the kids probably have their toys laying all around the house, and putting in some kids paintings here because as I said before, the parents are gonna want to show off what they got from their kids and what their kids made for them. So yeah, that's why I did that. And that was a little playing room computer corner I talked about earlier, to kind of have for the kids to game in. And the reason I chose 2 computers was so none of them would have anything to fight over. And you know, the teenage girl did have her own tablet in her room, and in the, you know, girls' kid room there was also a tablet. In the boys' room, I can't actually remember if I put a computer or a tablet in there, but in the teenage boys' room there definitely are a computer, and there is a huge television and a couch, you know, because teenage boys, we don't get out as much as we probably should. It's more like stay in front of the computer and do stuff like I do, where you game and put it on YouTube. So yeah, but just working on the kids' boys' room here, and put a lot of different stuff on the walls here compared to the girls' room, where she had a lot more toys and, you know, the big play castle. This room has a lot of things on the walls, and let's see if I put a tablet on that little desk. It's gonna be exciting. Are we gonna put a tablet on there? I don't think so, but putting some random, you know, toys onto the floor and 2 different kind of rocks in there. Well, not different, but different colored rocks. But this is the master bathroom here, and not really that exciting of a bathroom, just a little more, you know, exquisite and high end. You know, because it is the master bathroom, and I wanted to make it a little bit better than the rest of the house. So, and the master, what should I call it, living room closet area, the closet is right when you get into the master bedroom section of the house. So because I didn't want to make a different room for it, so that's why I did that. And just filling in this wall with, you know, different kind of clothes, racks, hangers, thingies, so it looks like they have a lot more stuff, and 2 kind of, you know, chairs to sit on while you put on shoes or stuff like that. And you know, it wouldn't be a master living room area without a nice fireplace and these old looking couches and stuff like that. Now this master living room and the master bedroom itself had this vibe of like older, finer furniture, and I really think it worked kind as great. So, and just trying to find a plan to put in there, I decided to go with this really simple one and just scale it up because excuse me, and scale it up because, you know, and putting some stuff on the fireplace there that I imagine that maybe the kids could have made for them, because, you know, parents, whether or you believe it or not, actually do love the things that you get them. Here the other day I saw my mom still have a necklace that I made for her when I was in kindergarten, and it is fucking horrible. It is so ugly, and I can't believe she kept it, but she did because she said she loved it. So yeah. And the master bedroom here, you know, didn't really put that much in here either. I didn't really want to put in a TV here, so just fill in the corners with, you know, chairs again and trying to match the whole thing together. So yeah, that's what I did. But we are about to come to an end with this house. It's a very long video, and I do apologize for that. But, you know, it was requested to me, so... but let me know, again, down in the comment section, if you don't like the videos being this long, just tell me, and I will make videos like this into a 2-part video instead. So yeah, this was the activities room that I told you about. I put in some gym equipment up here because, you know, maybe the father and the son are gonna wanna have like a little gym session together. And the outside here is like a little patio where, you know, chill and enjoy the sun. And I did put some pot plants out there for the kids to kind of plant their own thing, because I do remember when I was a child, planting things was great, and just to, you know, watch it grow and know that you actually made something live. So yeah, and that little space there, I made a kind of playing area to you know, to kind of fill it out. And this is the teenage boys room. Now this room is kind of boring, you could say, but then again not. It is a room. It has the things in this room that you would expect of a teenage boy. So just a dresser and, you know, a computer space, a couch and a large TV, and that's actually all they need. I could have put a fridge in there, but I do believe that would have been too much. And, you know, those blueprints there, I imagine was actually maybe the mom's work, but, you know, because she wanted you to have something on the walls, except, you know, anything other than just football posters. So yeah, and working on the outside here, I was trying to look for, you know, some kind of bicycle stuff to have out here, but, you know, this is not The Sims 3 and they don't really need it in this game, so unfortunately couldn't find it. But the outside here didn't really put much like effort into the outside, just filled like the huge spaces around the house with you know, plants and bushes, trees and stuff like that, so to kind of make it look good from afar, but also from, you know, close up. And I do believe that I put in the one playing equipment that the children can have in the front of the garden. So I actually do believe I put 2 play equipments in the front. So yeah, you will see them in a bit. Just looking for them here. There's one of them, and I do believe I put this like interactive cube game outside here too for them to play with. So yeah, and just finishing up the final touches with, you know, putting some ground around the roots of the trees to make it look a little bit more realistic. And we will be coming to an end real soon, you know, and putting dirt around the edge of the house here to also kind of make it look a little bit more realistic. And the grass there, I kind of made it look a little bit stepped on, kind of like if the kids were playing out here a lot. So yeah, outside lights here to make it look good from afar. Now there are only lights on the front side of this house, and we jump into the pictures here. This is the teenage girls room and the little girls room with their little living room area, the kitchen dining room area here, and looks great. Kind of a shot of the front entrance with the living room area under the staircase, the library here, and the teenage boys room here looks great. Really what a teenage boys room looks like. And the little boys room, you know, and the living room area, the upstairs living room area, what a great shot, and the corner where the kids can kill each other in video games if they desire that, and the master bedroom with living room area spaces, stuff like that. And we have the activities room, and just jumping into the last pictures of the house here. Now I really hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching. Give it a huge thumbs up if you like it, share, subscribe, you know what to do, and it is greatly appreciated. And I will see you next time for yet another house video, or what I decide to do. So have a fantastic day wherever you are in the world. Bye.